So lesson 3 is about permutations. We already covered permutations when we did fundamental counting principle, but now what we're going to do is we're going to use the formula. So this is for your calculators, so it's NPR. So what it is N is the set of objects, and R is the ones that are used. So for instance, let's say you had, well, let's look at the example here. We have 10 objects, we have 10 songs, and we're going to create a playlist of 6 songs. So if we did this fundamental counting principle, it'd be 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5, right? Because there's only 6 spots and we fill them up, which would be 151,200 playlists. Now, as they get larger, you realize that this formula works quite a bit easier. So what we do is we have 10 choices. So 10, pick 6. And if we type that into the calculator, again, it's under math and probability. You can type that in and you'll end up with the same amount. So this is quite a bit faster. Now, to me, it doesn't matter which way you do, the top fundamental counting principle or the NP6. Now, you'll find one way works better with some questions, one way works better with the other. Okay, flip page, go to example 2. Now, this is an interesting example. What we have is we have we're creating a password. So we can use the digits 0 through 9, right? So there's 10 of those. And we can use letters from the alphabet. So normally there'd be 26, but the password is case sensitive. So you can use both upper and lower case. So in reality, when we talk about choices here, we have 26 lowercase, 26 uppercase, and then 10 numbers. So we have a total of 62 things to pick from. Now, passwords could either be 5, 6, or 7 digits. So we have to, these are restrictions. So you have to create all these different passwords. So if you look here, we have 5-character passwords, 6-character passwords, and 7-character passwords. Okay, so you could do this fundamental counting principle, 62 times 61 times 60 times 59 times 58. Yeah, that works, and you get a really massive number. Or you can do it here, 62, pick 5. Okay, then we do the same with a 6-character password, 62, pick 6. And you just type that into your calculator. It's a really big number, I didn't write it out, but your calculator will keep it in memory, probably in scientific notation. 7-character password would be 62, pick 7. Now, to find the total, it's not, you're not creating a 5-character and a 6 and a 7. It's the or, right? So you could do a 5 or a 6 or a 7. That's why they're addition here and not multiplication. So I did the calculations for you guys, and it totals out to a very, very massive number. What is that? 2 trillion, 523 billion, 690 million, 780,000 possibilities. Okay. Flip to the last page and we'll go over example number 3. So what we got here is we have a used car lot and there's 7 different car models and they got to be parked on the street so people can see them. Now, there are 3 red cars and they must be parked a certain way. A red car has to be on either end and one in the middle. And then the other ones, who cares the order that the other 4 cars are. So we can break this down. We can say, okay, yeah, there's 7 spots here. A red has to be here, a red has to be here, and a red has to be here in the middle. Now, when we do red, we can start here, we can start at any position of the red. So 3 for the first one, 2 for the next one, and 1 for the middle. And then the middle 4 cars, we don't care. It could just be 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And again, that can be in any order. So we have 144 ways. Now to do that with the permutation formula, you have 3 red cars and you're picking 3, and you have 4 other colored cars and you're picking 4. And this one is a multiplication because you're picking, you have to have 3 cars and 4 cars. It's not an or, it's an and. So then we multiply them together and we still end up with 144 ways. So you can do it either way with fundamental counting principle with the lines up here, or you can actually pick the formulas. Okay, so that was lesson 3.